Hi, so we're here today with Beck Morrow of MBS Health and Fitness, and I'm just here to ask her a few questions about her successful studio she's running at the moment. So, how are you today, Beck?
Very well, thank you.
Very well. So, just a few questions. First of all, tell us a bit about yourself and your personal journey.
Well, obviously I run my own studio up in the hills in Perth, and I've got a background in business and set up my studio 2.5 years ago now, and I specialise in wellness coaching, personal training, studio classes, so specifically chi ball and full body stretching.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And how long have you been here?
We've been here 2.5 years now, so it's kind of that transition phase. I finally got to that point where I can breathe a little bit.
Awesome. And what are you enjoying most about running your own studio?
The lifestyle, like being able to be my own boss, even though you put a lot of hours in, but I enjoy it and wouldn't have it any other way.
Awesome. What do you think? What was your biggest challenge in starting your own business and running your own studio? Do you think?
Getting over the reactive phase. Like for the first year of my business, it was all very reactive because I've never run a business before, and obviously applying what I learned is very different to actually doing it. So yeah, doing that and getting to the second year where I am now and doing a lot of planning and obviously working with yourself with the things that I'm not overly competent in, but has changed a lot since taking you on board.
So what would you say is one of your secrets to your success in growing the business in the way that you're growing it?
Persistence and the ability to take risks, because if you can't, not willing to take risks or put the effort in, you're not really going to get anywhere in business.
And although a similar question, what was your biggest learning curve in actually having a business? What was the biggest realization learning curve when you actually started your business up until now?
What it actually takes, and who you need on board, because your people are your biggest asset, and getting the right people, training them, and being the person that you want to role model, and them have the same reflection. So holding the energy as the leader.
Yeah, awesome. Great advice. And obviously team is important in running a very successful business.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you and the team do for fun?
We spend a bit of time together outside of here, so whether it's socialising or getting active together, so practicing what we preach, we do a bit of that, and just catching up or via the internet, phone calls, whatever it takes to stay in touch.
Awesome. And if a young aspiring female or male entrepreneur came to you and asked your advice on starting a studio, what advice would you give them?
I would say to think big and plan. Put it on paper, even if it's not, if you don't think it's enough, start with something. It's better than nothing, and be prepared to risk it, and step forward, because without risking you're not going to move forward within business.
Awesome, great advice. And where do you see yourself in 3 years in the business?
Well, my dream for the business would be to have multiple locations, so not franchise, but actually have the facility available across Perth, and to obviously be running it very competently with good systems and structures in place for people that would want to aspire to be where I am.
Awesome. I think it's a great goal. I think it's important to dream big and have big goals and to aim for the stars, I guess.
Definitely.
What would you say is one of your biggest achievements today? What's one of the things you're most proud of?
Oh gosh, what I have here. It's a reality check when you actually get time outside of here, when you're not on the job, and you can actually see it from an outsider's point of view, and the appreciation of those that actually are involved and have been with you long term, because they let you know, and it's really good.
So for those who, obviously these guys aren't able to see your studio, so if you were to describe your studio, how would you describe your studio to these guys to give these guys an insight into your business?
Well, the areas that we focus on is obviously a health club, so building a community around wellness and building the awareness as well, so it's not like your typical gym. We're a unique studio that also offers obviously one-on-one personal training, one-on-one coaching, so I'm a wellness coach moving into that holistic arena, and also massage. We've got a massage clinic which we're starting to build up a little bit more, studio classes, and also future prospects for corporate and getting into the school, so working with the kids early on.
Awesome. Wow, so you're doing some amazing things. So it just goes to show, guys, that even in a couple of years, it's amazing what you can do. And I guess one last question is, leave these guys with some food for thought. What do you think is the most important aspect about running a successful studio? And I guess overall, if you could leave these guys with one piece of information that would really assist them moving forward, what would that be?
So, what was the first part?
So what would be the largest piece of advice to leave these guys in running a studio, to get them thinking and help them realise that obviously they can achieve their goals? Because most personal trainers, if you're watching this, I'm guessing you either already have a studio or you want your own studio. Now, I talk to dozens of personal trainers on a daily basis who say, you know what, Jason, I really want to have my own studio one day. And I say, when? And they go, oh, one day. So obviously to those people watching, those personal trainers watching this right now, that are that person that one day want their own studio, what do you think we could share with them to help them move forward and achieve that goal?
Well, with vision, you want to create it. So if you think it, you can create it. Visualization and hold the vision. Because I've had this vision since I was a kid, and it can happen, and it's a result of it.
Awesome. So there you have it, guys. Some great information and tips from an already successful studio owner. And I'm Jason Grossman from Your PT Coach, and thanks very much, Beck Morrow.
You're welcome.